I want to first thank everybody for the wonderful, amazing birthday love
It's
messages.
her birthday on Thursday, guys.
And let me tell you, I read each one of your comments, and I tried to at least heart your comment on Facebook as well as YouTube comments and Instagram. I could not respond to everyone, even the email. Thank you all for everybody that emailed me as well too. Your words were just, oh gosh, it was so heartfelt. The beautiful messages that you guys shared of how not just I, but my husband as well, how we've impacted your lives. Man, sometimes, you're just constantly going on this journey. You're constantly going in this ministry and going, that sometimes I think it's good to just sit down, reflect to see what others have to say about how you've impacted their lives. And let me tell you all, we don't take it for granted. Thank you. Some of you guys also, like some of your words, oh my gosh, I can't even describe. Some of it is private, but most of it's not. And everybody was just full of gratitude. And I'm so grateful for that. Thank you all so much. I had a very chill birthday. Everybody keeps asking me, what you do for your birthday? I said, the same thing I did the day before that, the week before that. So my birthday was actually on a Wednesday. And I just want to be with my family.
Wednesday? Or was it Thursday? Yeah, it was Wednesday. I'm sorry, I said Thursday.
Birthday was on a Wednesday. Yeah, and I just want to be with my family. So my husband and I did go out yesterday. And you always take good care of me.
That's right.
I so appreciate it. And my babies, y'all, they
represent it.
Like, I got to show you all something. Hand me that bag. So we have a daughter. Our daughter, before we get into the message.
Share this real quick, man.
My daughter, our 9-year-old daughter.
I had something to do with it.
Our 9-year-old daughter, you all, she is so artistic. She was like, happy birthday, Mom. She literally made this gift bag. Is this cute or what?
Hold on.
And it's sort of like scrap paper and stuff like that that we bought her. And she made the little handles out of string. She took construction paper and made like tissue paper. Y'all, let me show y'all what she made me. She was like, Mom. I was like, I just love my baby. She made me a beautiful card, like watercolor card. But she was like, she made me a pencil cup holder to put on my desk.
That's for your desk.
With my pens. And I'm like, thank you, baby. Like everybody.
What cup was that? Like, how did she make the cup?
A cup that I bought for her birthday.
Oh, and then
she's such a giver. She's such a giver. So yeah, she just took it and she's like repurposeful. So just grateful, y'all. I was just really like relaxed on my birthday. Just took it all in and just so grateful. Read all of your messages. And just grateful. So thank you all so much.
Yeah, man. So today's a big day for us, and we want to share it with y'all, man, and hope maybe you can take away something for yourself and for your journey and for whatever God is telling you to do. So do us a favor, man, before we jump into the text. Can y'all hit the share button, and can y'all, especially you YouTube lovely people, can y'all hit the thumbs up real quick, because that tells YouTube that people need to watch this. Facebook, if you can do the same with the thumbs up and the hearts. Periscope, if you can just tap the screen like crazy with the hearts and stuff, man, that helps us and all these algorithms to tell people like, y'all need to go watch this video real fast.
Thank y'all. No, it's definitely a keepsake gift. I'm actually keeping all the kids stuff. You kept all the children's stuff too when it was your birthday.
Yeah.
So like, yeah, we have I created like
somebody said our daughter will be an entrepreneur one day.
Oh, just you wait.
Sooner than you think.
Yes, but I created boxes for all of us. Everybody has their own memory box.
Yes, Ty the organizer.
And I'm like, because I think it's beautiful to go back and just,
I would have never thought of it.
Yeah. So when it was your birthday, what did you do? You didn't put it inside of your own box. What'd you do?
Put it on your desk.
Why?
Because you're so good at what you do.
You're like, can you put this away for me? I'm like, I created a whole box for you. What's your name on it?
I know you know how to make the memories last.
But hey, I put it away for you. So no, thank you. We're definitely keeping that.
Yeah, man. So today is a big day for us. And thus, I mean, as a result, it's a big day for you. So today is what? February 28th.
Yes. My birthday month.
Your birthday month.
All you February birthdays. Hello.
So for those of you who are not watching it the day of, we're broadcasting this. We're saying this. We're delivering this message on February 28th.
Yes.
So on February the 28th.
Thank you all so much.
2019.
So why are we ending it? Like, what are we ending? Like, why is today our ended date?
Yeah. So on February 28th, 2019, I walked out of my 9-to-5 job for the very last time, never, ever to return.
Yes. Now, don't leave this broadcast.
Yeah.
I think you all are going to be not just inspired by what we have to say, but also challenged. Now, we're not telling people to walk off their jobs, so that's not what you hear us saying.
Go turn in Pink's list tomorrow talking about talent and Ty said.
No, absolutely not. But we kind of wanted to come here because we didn't want today just to be our typical Sunday. We were like, maybe we should just go live and talk to our people, our family.
If you have ambitions of working for yourself full time, can you say something in the comments?
Yes. So we just felt like maybe we should just come on live and just share with you guys
what we learned.
Exactly what we learned. And not just that, just literally, how has these past 2 years been?
Yeah.
So you like to say Ty made me eat my words.
Yes. So Ty made me eat my words because.
Hey, Kimberly.
Was that year one of marriage?
Love your hair, by the way. I believe so. Yes.
So around our first or second year of marriage.
Yes.
I made this declarative statement. I'll tell you what the statement was, and then I'll tell you the heart behind it after the fact. Yeah. I told my wife,
thank y'all so much,
my very ambitious, very entrepreneurial wife, that I would never be an entrepreneur. Now, that's what I said.
This was 15 years ago, you guys. Like almost 15 years ago.
So tell them how that made you feel. We'll start there, and then I'll tell you my heart.
You really want me to start?
Yep. Well, no.
Okay.
Just respond to that's what I said to you, and.
Yes. So
there's a lesson in this, guys.
I guess I could just be myself.
That's why we're here.
For those of you all who know Ty in real life or know me, even by just way of social media and videos, you all know my heart. I absolutely adore my husband. My husband knows that, right? But when he made that statement, I was legit inwardly disgusted. Now, let me tell you why. I use that word. That was a strong word. Because as his wife, not just entrepreneurial, but also prophetically, I knew what God was going to do with our life. I could see what he was going to do, not just with what he's doing right now with his or her money, but you as a person individually. So the disgust was more not at you as a person, but it was more like, no.
At the concept.
I was like, no.
At the mindset.
And I didn't even verbally tell you that.
No.
Remember, I think I inwardly shut down. Like, does he realize what he's saying? And it was just, you've always been a hard worker.
Yeah.
So I've always admired how you would like do whatever you have to do for your family. So it had nothing to do about him providing for us. So I hope that's not what you all hear me saying. It had everything to do with, I knew exactly, not just the potential that lied in you, but I knew what was ahead of you. And to make that statement out loud, I was like, oh no, devil, like, no, you ain't about to run with that. Like, I knew that was just going to be a season in your life, but I knew that was not going to be the totality of your life and what God had for you. And that's why, y'all, it's so important. I'm talking to these wives out here. It is so important to make sure that you not just have a prayer life for yourselves individually, but have a prayer life for your spouse, your children. And that's what it was. I would legit see, and I would tell you some things, right?
Yeah.
Like some of the things that you've walked in and some of the things that you haven't even walked in yet. So I knew it. I just wanted him to know it. I wanted him to see what I saw.
Guys, tag, especially Facebook, tag every wannabe budding entrepreneur right now into this broadcast, because we're going to give you a real perspective. A lot of people like the Instagram filter, they journey to entrepreneurship. We're going to give you like some stuff to think about and consider and to do if this is the route that you want to go. So everybody that you know needs to hear this, tag them on Facebook, share this right now.
And y'all got to remember, I was a newlywed. So I was just married, right? Tyler and I was really trying to still figure out this thing called life together, like merging our lives together. And so I remember, I think I was even not trying to talk you out of it, but I was trying to get you to see something in addition to that. And you were like, nope, I'm here to tell you right now, y'all can shut it down. Like, this is what I'm going to do. And I'm just like, okay, well, I'll keep praying.
Yeah.
You know, until God obviously showed you and touched your heart. Now we're sitting here today, you guys, running an amazing company. His and her money that we love so much to be able to pour into your lives.
So now here was my heart.
Yeah.
When I said that, it was because my wife has always been full of ideas and ambitions. And so my heart behind my statement was, cool, you try this thing and you try that thing, and I'll be the stabilizing force behind the scenes, making sure that everything that we need is taken care of through the work that I do, so that you have the margin and the grace to try this endeavor and that.
But that's not what you said. So
that was the heart.
That was the heart. And that's the thing,
that's
y'all.
Not what I said.
He didn't verbalize it and I didn't verbalize. I didn't tell you until probably a year ago. I used the word that disgusted me when you said, you was like, it disgusted you. I think probably a year ago. And that was 14 years after it happened.
I had no idea.
I was just like, yeah, only because I wanted you to see what I saw all along. And so disgusted might have been the wrong word to say.
It's the real word.
I just felt like, no, that's not what God has for you, is just to continue to build somebody else's legacy. But he also wants you to build one too. And you guys, you could definitely have a 9-to-5 and still build your legacy. That's not what we're saying.
Please do.
And we're going to talk about how our 9-to-5s actually helped us do what we're doing today. So it still had purpose all along.
Yeah.
But it was just like, you're amazing. You're great. Like, y'all, you all have no idea, like, everything that this man possesses, like, inwardly. And how God is going to use you to be able to show others more than just money, like more than just get out of debt, build wealth, right? And so, yeah. And
so she would say those things, way back when. I was just like, oh, that's very kind of you. That's very kind of you. And shout out to Tania. I saw she said she started her journey to entrepreneurship in, I don't know if it was January this year, January last year. But for me, I just wanted to be the stabilizer. I grew up and both my parents were, super hard workers. My mom had a business and my dad went to work every day. You know what I mean? And so I just wanted, because at that time I didn't have these visions of doing something. I didn't have any type of language doing something on my own. All I knew was work hard. All I knew was provide. Because that's what I saw. And even that's how my dad trained me, and I have zero regrets. Like his trainings made me the type of man that I am today. But
I want to really hone in on what you're saying. You always wanted to be the stabilizer. And I think this is so amazing how God has worked this whole thing out in our lives.
And maybe, and guys, if you're married, I would go sit next to my spouse with this, because
or tag them,
like, because this is going to be a conversation that y'all need to hear. Go ahead.
I think what's so amazing is that you're using the word stabilizer. And society makes us feel like that if we're not punching a 9-to-5 on somebody else's clock, right, literally getting a W-2 from somebody else's company with their name on it as not your name, that's the only way for us to be stable. Like, you are an amazing stabilizer even now currently for your family. And you just do it by way of still working for yourself. Like, I see the hustle, the drive. You get up every day. You're not lazy. And you go hard, even for his or her money, to continue to be that stabilizing force for your family. And so you just didn't know that stability can look a different way. And I think that's so important. That's one of the takeaways that you all can definitely take. One for me was I always thought that I was going to work, right? I remember when we first got married, you told me, I just want you to know that when we start having children, you can come home if you want. And I was like, no. I was like, I love what I do. You're not about to get me in this house by myself looking at these 4 walls. I would continue to, work outside of the home because I enjoy what I did. But I was really talking from a place of right now, right? And I think a lot of us, we talk from a place of right now. We make decisions based on right now. And that can be good, but it also can be dangerous because it keeps you stuck, right? And it stops you from really exploring like other things, like other gifts that God has placed within you. And y'all, it wasn't until we had our first, I was like, remember, we were in the hospital. They were like, it's a boy. Well, we knew it was a boy. We knew that one was a boy.
Yeah. We didn't find out the other two.
Yeah. And I held him and I was like, this is my purpose. I was just like, I don't want to go back to work. And I forced myself to go back to work for the first year. And it just didn't feel right. I felt like God was really tugging at me to come home. And he's not tugging on everybody to come home. So again, this is not about y'all come home, take care of your kids. Just hear the message that we're trying to say. And so what I thought I wanted also changed. So I was no different than you as well. Yeah.
So let's keep it real. All right. So we're 2 years, right? That's where the title came.
2 years in.
Today was the day that we decided to end it, because it was on this day 2 years ago that I called my wife midway through the workday.
Let's tell them the story.
Okay.
So
how detailed?
I'll tell I can't
get too detailed.
I'll tell my part.
They might be watching.
Y'all. So, well, it's okay. You work for yourself. So I tell my part, I'm sorry, my head is like boom pounding right now. Just allergies, like rain and stuff out here. But so I took myself out because it was my birthday week. And I was like, I'm gonna go have lunch by myself. It's the last day of February, and I'm gonna like enjoy. I don't even know what I was eating, a salad or something. I don't know what it was. And you called me. And I walked outside and you said, what did you say?
I said, I think today is the day.
And I was like, today, the day for what? Like, can you be a little bit more specific?
Your mom's on. Hey, mom.
Hey, mom. Wow, my mom is on. So yeah. So pick it up.
So I had a situation at the gig, and that situation confirmed to me that this was it. Now
we must tell them. Okay. We knew that this was going to be your last year.
We knew that this was going to be my last year.
So our plan was, while we were grinding you, while we were paying off our mortgage, if you guys don't know our story, go look it up on YouTube. We took our kids in the bank. We paid off our $330,000 home in 5 years. And what makes that special was one of us worked outside of the home, which was my husband here, and that income never exceeded 6 figures. So I think that's powerful in itself. And so at that point, we were already not even a year mortgage free.
Yo, shout out to A Font. He added an extra 20 to the mortgage.
Thank you.
Because of us.
Yes, that's awesome. Video,
you got to go watch it. It's there.
So, so that was an important part.
Yeah. So guys, we knew, like I said, that it was coming to an end.
Yeah.
But sometimes the Lord will throw the remix in there real quick to make it clear. So think about this. Here's what they don't tell you on social media about the leap to entrepreneurship, right? It's scary. They try to put filters on it.
Yeah.
They take pictures in front of Rolls Royces that's not theirs. They be on beaches that they say is in overseas, and it was just down the street over at the river at the riverbank, right? But they try to really filter it and make it look like what it isn't. Okay. What Ty just told you, we were completely consumer debt free. Then we paid off our house and was still scared. Talking about me. I'm not talking about Ty.
Because I'm like, I don't know if I was scared.
Talking about me. Because what you see in a lot of I took the leap of faith stories on entrepreneurship is somebody single or somebody who's with someone who is still working.
And when you got kids in the mix.
That wasn't our demographic.
Yeah.
Our demographic was there was one source of income at the moment, and it was my 9 to 5. I had a wife and 3 kids. So the leap to entrepreneurship in my heart and in my mind had to be just right at the right time in the right situation with the right things in place.
And I understand that because, again, remember, as the man, even of the home, you take that serious. Of leading and providing, right? And here it is. I'm over here just like, jump.
Just do it.
Come on. Like, you got to remember, well, if you all know our story, when I left my job, I was 7 months pregnant with our second. And I was trying to hold on, y'all.
And I didn't have no job.
Because my company would have given me 3 months maternity leave. I was trying to hold on. And I broke my foot going to Cracker Barrel. I wanted some sausage and eggs.
You had a specific taste.
Man, y'all. And I was walking, like, you know how they have like a little ramp or whatnot as you're walking in? I was walking and literally my foot came under me. And I knew I could not get up off the ground. First, I thought it was the belly that was keeping me on the ground. I was like, I can't get up.
She couldn't get up.
So you had to come pick me up, put me in the car. And what did I say?
I had to scoop my wife up.
I said, I want to go eat.
And she tried.
I was crying.
She like, maybe I can walk this off.
I think I can walk. So I get out the car. I was like, oh, I can't walk. So then you took me to the emergency room and I was legit hurt. I was just like, why is my foot broken while I'm 7 months pregnant and I had a toddler that I had to take care of? And so it was a painful 6 weeks. I was off of work for 6 weeks. And as soon as I went back to work, I put my hand on the door to open the door and I started contracting.
Are we teaching good, guys?
I started, my stomach started contracting. I was like, oh no, y'all not about to have me go into premature labor.
Yeah.
I walked right in there. I knew that I wasn't staying. I picked up the phone. I was like, I think today is the day.
Yeah.
So now I was the one saying, I think this is it. And you were like, come home. And you said it's so calm.
Mm-hmm.
You were so sure. Mm-hmm. Now, mind you, he wasn't working because at the time
I just got out the military.
Just got out the military.
I was in grad school.
You were doing education.
Yep, so that I could become a teacher.
What's it called?
A master's in education.
Yeah, but you were
student teaching.
Student teaching. So he wasn't getting paid.
No check.
And I was like, my husband said I can leave. Okay. I said, y'all, I think I'm giving my 2. I said, no, I'm giving my 2 weeks, but because of the line of work that I did at the time, you can't stay there because they are fearful that you're going to take clients with you. So they were like, I guess we have to let you go.
Yeah.
And I didn't find out until, years later that you were actually scared.
Freaking out.
You didn't tell me
out. Listen, I'm the rock of this household.
Yeah, if he would have told me, I'd probably been like, okay.
Like, I would just stay.
But that's not how God wanted it.
Yeah. So that's an overarching theme that you guys are going to hear in this teaching that we're giving you today. Because in that situation, that was 10 years ago.
9 years ago.
That was 2011.
Mm-hmm. Oh, well, yeah, but not quite 10 yet. It'll be
somewhere around 10 years.
June, July.
Where she got the confirmation.
I knew that was it.
That this was it, right? She called me and I was calm on the phone.
Real calm.
Like, girl, get out of there.
Like, I got it.
Hung up the phone like, oh my God, what are we gonna do?
Now, mind you, this is the same person that I thought I was going to work all of my life. I thought I was going to stay in the same field that I enjoy so much. And guess what? I am still in the same field.
Things change.
Right.
Things change. That's the second thing that you will hear throughout this teaching. So 10 years ago, on the reverse, Ty got confirmation that things are changing. I'm not going to work this job. She called me, the grad student, the student teacher with no income, and said, I can't do it. And I said, all right, girl, well, you ain't got to do it then. And then I was freaking out. But I heard a quote, if it wasn't yesterday, it was the day before, from a motivational guy named Inky Johnson. I think we put it on social media. It says, you never know how strong you are until being strong is the only choice you have.
Man.
Right?
That's true.
So right there, back against the wall, God help me. Okay, we're gonna do X, Y, and Z and da 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 da. Now, in that situation and in this situation 2 years ago, guys, faith without works is dead. So we were proactively doing things.
Proactive.
We were proactively doing things without the knowledge of anybody leaving any type of job.
Exactly.
We were paying off debt. We were building up savings. We were investing our money without the foreknowledge of anybody leaving their job.
And we did not live off of 2 incomes when we both were working. Yeah. So this is something else that we teach you all. Don't fall for the 2 income trap. Don't base your lifestyle off of both spouses, both parties working, right? You buy a house off both your salaries, you buy vehicles off both of your salaries, then you paying for kids' daycare off both of your, like everything, and you're over leveraged. So the point where if you all had something that you all wanted to step out on, you couldn't do it. And so God was preparing us back then for where we're sitting now. So that's something that we want you all to realize and know, that every day that you make the decision that I'm going to honor God with my finances, I'm going to make sure that I spend wisely. I'm going to make sure that I give.
We told y'all to share this because we're going in.
You're actually making a deposit for tomorrow. You don't even know how it's going to look. You don't even know how you're going to reap the rewards or the return of your deposit, the return of your discipline. But it's going to be all worth it. And now sitting in this seat, we can see, oh, Lord, this is why you had us do this. Because now we were both at the same place in our life where neither one of us had a job. And guess what? The light still stayed on. There was still food on the table.
Mortgage got paid.
Mortgage got paid. Gave birth to our second. I don't know why I keep saying
I carried
them. I carried them, y'all. I did all the work. But
that second one that made the gift. That's who it was.
Yes, my baby. She looks just like me. That's the one that looks just like me.
She does.
And my mom's on here. She looked at your pictures too, Mom, from when you were in high school. All of them did, and they were like, "That's Nan." They loved your cheerleading picture, and they looked and they were like, "Mommy, that looks like you." I said, "That actually looks like you too." Like God was preparing us for that moment, and we didn't know that we were going to have to pull from the discipline and the diligence, right, during that time, you all. And when I tell you, nothing skipped a beat. Nothing skipped a beat. We were still able to bring home our baby, still able to enjoy and not stress, still able to do whatever it is that we wanted to do without having to worry about where finances was going to come in.
So preparation has been part of our prosperity. Put that in the comments. Preparation is a part of prosperity.
Mm-hmm.
Preparation is a part of prosperity. Preparation is a part of prosperity.
Why do you all think we do what we do? Why do you all think that we take the time to put out videos and podcasts and send emails, right? We know how our lives have been changed by it and continue to be changed by it. We want you all to actually reap the same rewards from it. So don't give up. Some of you all have actually given up. Y'all done fell off totally, right? Y'all not saving for nothing. Y'all not paying nothing down in the middle of a pandemic. Like if the pandemic didn't show us that we need this, we need to prepare, I don't know what else will.
Yeah. So I got Bible for that. I don't know the exact proverb, but in the book of Proverbs, it says that the diligent plans lead to profit as surely as haste will lead you to poverty.
Yes.
The diligent plans lead to profit, PROFIT, as surely as haste will lead you to poverty. So you have to have preparation. Nothing about his and her money is just like we just jumped out there with no parachute and hope that everything worked out.
We didn't have luck.
And we don't teach y'all that.
We don't even teach luck. Like somebody, oh, y'all was lucky. No, we're not lucky. We're blessed. But guess what? We were also obedient. Let me grab this. Give me this. This is what we did. This is the book that we followed, right? The Bible. If you all didn't know that the Bible, I forgot what it was, the stat that I heard, but the Bible has more scriptures in the area of money than it does prayer. I was like, wait, what? Like, are you serious?
Thank you, Felicia. Proverbs 21:5.
Thank you. And yeah, it may not come.
Kiki, it
may not come out directly and say money, right? But it's literally making sure that you become a wise steward. So we need to go back to the book. We need to go back to the Word of God. We need to honor God with our finances the way that He taught us. Do you think it's His will that that I don't want to say you all, like I don't want to make it like a blanket statement, but that even His children are stressing during a time when the entire world, they don't even know like what's going on. Like this should be the time right here. We don't have a worry because my Father is going to prepare the way. He's going to make sure that I have everything that I need. So I'm not going to worry. Okay, the world shut down. Okay. Like what business do you want to build? Like we should literally legit be thinking about, okay, how are we going to build in this season? How are we going to serve in this season? How are we going to give in this season? That shouldn't stop because the entire world is impacted, right? And so this is why we teach what we teach.
I'm going to say it again. So this is the NLT, right? Proverbs 21:5. Good planning and hard work lead to prosperity, but hasty shortcuts lead to poverty.
Man.
This is the NLT, Proverbs 21:5. Good planning and hard work lead to prosperity, but hasty shortcuts lead to poverty.
That's in the Bible, you guys. And I know we didn't finish talking about how it went down. You called me. So he called me again. I was eating my meal by myself. And you said you think that this was it. I
said this is it. This is the day.
Yeah.
So again, like Ty said, we felt I needed that, but that's okay.
Nope,
we knew that this was the year of the transition. That particular year was the year of the transition.
Yes.
But God made it clear on that day that this was the day.
And I think, we were talking about it like, did the Lord do that because just maybe we would have been like, well, let's just finish it out a little bit more. Like maybe, okay, we said we were going to leave in June, July. Maybe we should stay to December. We don't know the reason why, right? But we're here to tell you that when you walked away from your job, our company, we made more money in 2 weeks.
First 2 weeks.
The first 2 weeks of him leaving than we did that entire January to March from your W-2. So like the Lord was showing us obedience is better than sacrifice, right? Yeah. And so when you called me, I knew it. I didn't have to like ask no questions. I was like, what did I say? I said the same thing you told me.
You said,
come home.
Leave.
Yeah. I was like, come home. Right. So it's just interesting how our stories kind of mirror each other.
8 years apart.
Yeah. And you came home and it's been beautiful, y'all. Like he gets to help me with the kids. Like he was the one standing on the bus stop when it was snow. Like our kids aren't back at school right now. We still decided to keep them home and remote learn. But that first year you came home, the kids loved it. I loved it. I'm like, yes.
Preparation, guys. We did the prep work.
Yes, we did.
All right. Think about this. There's a parable,
Yes.
right, where Jesus fed 5,000 people with 2 fish and 5 loaves of bread.
Yep.
Think about the sequence of events that took place. Don't just skip all the way to the part where the people got fed.
Yes.
Right? Look at the instructions that happened before the increase came. Because a lot of you all are praying to God for increase. You guys are praying for God to bless you, to have favor upon your finances, to change your financial situation around.
Yeah.
Look at the sequence of events.
Before he blessed.
The disciples wanted to send everybody home because they were looking at their present set of circumstances and they realized they didn't have in their minds enough resources to take care of the need that was before them. How are we going to feed these 5? Let's send them away so they can go do what they got to do, get themselves fed. Jesus looked at them and said, you feed them. You feed them. And they said, but we ain't got nothing. How are we going to, all we got here is this little boy. He got, 2 little fish and 5 loaves of bread.
And that's what some of y'all are saying. Well, all I make is $25,000 a year. How am I going to get out of debt? How am I going to be able to pay off my mortgage like the McNeelys? Well, our salary didn't exceed 6 figures. How in the world did we pay off $330,000 in 5 years, right? God didn't ask us to figure out the math. He said to trust him, right? And to give everything that he's given us is his anyway, right? So we're supposed to give it back to him. We're supposed to say, Lord, show me how to be wise. Show me how to distribute whatever this is that you have coming into our household. Show me how to manage it well.
So his instructions to them was first this. He said, sit them down in groups of 50 and 100.
Now,
what does that mean?
Do that, though?
Why would he say that?
Yes.
This is Jesus. This is God.
He could do anything. He could be like, okay.
He could have just said, boom, manna from heaven.
Everybody eat.
Everybody's full. The first thing he told them was to put them in order.
Order. Y'all skipped that part. Y'all go to like, oh my gosh.
Y'all went straight to the fish sandwich.
Yep.
And y'all didn't see that the first instruction he gave the disciples was to put things in order. You can't just have people just all over the place talking about, give me fish. I need 2. Let me get a 2-piece. Let me get a 3-piece.
Yep.
He said, now sit them down, groups of 50 and 100. So for those of you who are praying to God for financial breakthrough, praying to God, let my business take off. Have you put things in order? Are you just looking for the blessing before you have put things in order? Yes. Because that's not how this works. God has touched our company because we have been diligent for the better part of 10 years, putting things in order. Putting things in order for a thing to come that we knew nothing about. All we had was instruction to put things in order. Before there was a thought of his and her money. We were putting things in order because we knew something else was out there. So if you have been having this thought, this vision, this idea, it's been burning, and you're like, man, how am I going to bring this to pass? And I don't know. First, put things in order. That's right. Step 1. Then the next set of instructions was for them to bring him the resources that were available. This is tough. Yep. This is good. Y'all should definitely share this because this is something that people need to hear. So they put things in order and then they said, okay, bring me what we have. Those 2 fish and those 5 loaves of bread. What does that look like for you? The resource, before you ask God for more, before you're seeking God for elevation, increase, promotion, have you submitted the resources that you have to him? What does that mean? Are you even doing what the Bible tells you to do with your money? Are you even diligent in tithes, in offering, in meeting the needs of others, even at the level that you are at? Because we did that. We did that. Even remember that part of the story where we told you she left her job and I didn't have a job? Do you think we stopped giving? We didn't. We did not. We stayed. We had a lesson today at our church. Our pastor taught masterfully on staying connected to the vine. We stayed connected to the vine.
Thank you. Everybody give it a thumbs up. Thank you. I don't know her name.
We stayed connected to the vine. At our lowest point financially, we stayed connected to the vine. Yep. That was tithes, offering. That was meeting the needs of other people, buying toys for our kids that was without on Christmas, provided buying food for people that was without on Thanksgiving,
paying people's mortgages,
paying other people's bills. Always been that without any type of social media post, without any type of fanfare. We submitted the level of resources that we had to him. Guys, we're in that parable. The blessing still hasn't happened. Step one was to put things in order. Step two was to present to him the resources that were currently available. It was only after those two things happened that he took the resources and held it up to God and prayed a blessing over it. Y'all are so quick to look for the blessing, seek the blessing, hope for the blessing without doing your part. There were two steps that are on you before Jesus ever takes it up, breaks it, prays. There was instructions that they had to do. And there are instructions that you and you and you have to do. We're telling you our life through the lens of scripture that has led to our current reality. And we're telling you because you can do the same thing. You got to do what the good book says. You got to do your part because, as we said earlier, faith without works is dead. Some churches, some church people, they just want to do faith without the works. But your faith in Jesus should produce the works. We're not saved by works. We're saved by faith. But your faith in Jesus, your connection to the vine should lead you, should guide you into putting the work behind the faith.
Yeah, I was just going to say that some of you guys are praying for supernatural debt cancellations, right? You all are looking at the government to see what they're going to do. Are they going to pay off your student loans? Well, the question that I have for you, are you paying your student loans? Or did you just stop and say, they ain't getting this money? I'm going to always have student loans, right? We're supposed to owe no man nothing but love. So if you owe it, you are to pay it. Okay? You are to pay it. You all have never, ever seen us do a video or even answer a question when people come on and they ask for like debt consolidation and things like that. We talk about how to do that properly, right? With certain companies. But you've never heard us tell people, oh, just wait for it to fall off of your credit. Oh, you don't have to pay. Oh, you almost reaching 7 years, just wait. Like, I believe that as Christians, to me, it's dishonest, right? We signed our name on that line. So we're supposed to pay what we owe unless they are to wipe it away, right? I believe that God is going to bless households, and some of you all are going to see that debt cancellation. Some of you all have already received that, right? So I'm not saying that that's not going to happen. I'm just saying, what's your heart posture? Are you waiting for it to be done, or are you being diligent and disciplined, right? Until it gets done. So I want you to talk about, you came home. You've been home for 2 years. How has it been?
So it's been amazing. Nothing short of amazing, right? But here's what you need to know. The best planners can't outplan God.
So true.
So confirmation came on that day. There was no doubt in either one of our minds that this was the move. So the planner, the visionary in me had a plan. The faith in her was connected to God and wasn't worried about a thing.
I'll be having plans now.
No. I'm just talking about in this particular situation.
Okay. Yeah, I'm about to say,
Ty is a super planner. That's not what I'm
overplan.
saying. Don't misunderstand everybody.
No,
Ty is a super planner. But what I'm saying is when I walked out of the building and got the confirmation from God, okay, I said, okay, fine. So we're going to do X, Y, and Z. And that should sustain us as we get ourselves off the ground and make sure that things get stabilized. And none of my plan has even taken place in 2 years. None. And it was a good plan. It made total sense on paper. My ideas were solid. My strategy was legit. Yeah. And God said, nah, I'm going to do it this way. The question I have for you, the question Ty has for you is, are you okay with God's remix to your plans?
Are you okay if it doesn't look like the way you intended it to look?
Some of you all have dreams and vision for your business. You have strategy. Are you okay? You got to really ask yourself, because the churchy answers say, yeah, I'll follow the Lord. Are you okay if he changes the plan? Because it's not as easy as you think to not worry. To not have fear. I know what they're saying on social media, but it can be scary.
Because legit, like, people are having to walk away from businesses that they've created because it's not doing well, right? That's a strong reality that some people, they've stepped out on faith or stepped out on the water and started a business, and it's like, well, Ty and Talent, that business failed. So you're not hearing us again say, leave your 9 to 5. We believe that you should manage your 9 to 5 well. Manage those W-2s, manage those paychecks that are coming in, manage it well. Become disciplined in the area of your finances, right? Don't just consume the information without applying it. Apply it, because you don't know what tomorrow is going to hold. I'm going to tell y'all this right now. It's so much easier to sit in the seat and continue to build his or her money without having to pay a mortgage. Right? Like, it's so much easier without having to say, oh, we got to send our money to this creditor. We owe them this and that, right? We are able to literally sit here and dream so big, y'all, like an HD color, and just go for it, right? We could take major risks because we have no debt. So this is why we keep telling y'all, get out of debt. Debt is not the ultimate end goal, but debt is part of that.
It's a game changer.
It's a game changer. It's literally holding you all down like weights. Like weights. Y'all are stressing. Some of y'all's hair is falling out, right? Skin breaking out. Relationships are being impacted by it because of stress. Stress over your finances. Stress over your debt. Stress over not having enough money.
Yeah. Another part of the story, because somebody just said it, Kiki said, and it failed. I guess she's talking about something she tried and it failed. It was a lesson in it. Winners often fail often.
That's so true.
Guess what? Isn't Our Money isn't our first business idea.
We did a video on, what was the name of the
video? Businesses that didn't work.
Yeah.
Okay. We shared that, right? Because that's part of the journey too that they're not going to tell you.
Yep.
We tried some stuff and it didn't work out, guys. But guess what? We tried it together.
Yeah.
And we failed together. We learned together. We grew together, right? But what we want you guys to walk away from on this teaching is to understand this. Submit your plans to God. Submit your plans to God. Submit your plans to God, right? It doesn't mean that you should not plan, strategize, be strategic, and be thoughtful. But after you do all that, be okay with God says about your great plan. Be okay with his timeline. Be okay with him saying yes or no or not now. All three of the answers are okay because it's from God.
True.
I know that's easier said than done. But if you do it, if you submit your great plan to God, it will become greater. We sit in the seat that we sit in today because we have constantly and consistently submitted our plan, our research, our intelligence, our gifts, our strategy to God.
And that's still,
and he's always made it better.
That still is happening. His or her money, you guys, what you all see with his or her money, and what God is doing, it's not us. It's us submitting, saying, Lord, this is yours in the first place, right? You can have it. This is yours. And so it's literally us being submitted to whatever he has for this company, whatever he has for us to be able to impact your lives. And yeah, some new things are going to be coming your way as well, just to continue, just to see how God is taking his or her money to the next level. You know why? Because he can trust us. He could trust us with it. He knows that none of this like impacts us. We're not impressed by likes and hearts. And it's nice that y'all share and that you all do all of this stuff.
And y'all can do that right now,
right? Yeah, y'all can. Thank you. But he knows that, Lord, our first and foremost goal or heart posture is to please you.
And if you're doing this,
please you.
If you're doing this inside of a relationship, whether both of you all are trying to do something or whether one of you all are trying to do something, teamwork.
Mm-hmm.
Teamwork.
Yep.
Before I had any type of entrepreneurial ambitions of my own, I supported my wife.
You did. I will say that. And thank you for that. But because he did, he never told me, like, no, like I care what you thought, but you would just say, go for it, you know, and you supported that. Even when I was doing some of the different things, and we didn't do too much. It's not like I'm this creative person where it's like, I'm saying where I have a new idea every day. And it's
we tried multiple things that had nothing to do with me.
Yeah.
And I always had my wife's back. So if you're married to
multiple things.
Yeah. You want me to name them?
Well,
more than one thing. We'll just leave it at that.
To do with me?
Yeah. We'll just say more than one thing.
Okay. I know what you're talking about. What,
okay.
2 things?
More than one thing.
2.
That's fine.
2.
Oh,
and they worked.
The point right here.
They worked. It was just.
I'm not saying.
No, I know. This has nothing. Y'all, this is real life. Okay. This is marriage for almost 15 years. This has nothing to do with you. What I'm saying is they worked, but we knew that this was not something that we were. Exactly. We knew that this was not something that we were to continue doing.
Yeah.
Right. So they didn't fail. Right. I think sometimes we look at, well, if it fails, that means God doesn't want me to do it. No, there's some things that y'all are doing right now that is working real well, bringing in money in the household and everything, but that's not what God wants you to do. So you need to continue to seek him for, Lord, what is it that I need to be doing? Yeah.
Support. What I was trying to say was support the spouse. If you're the one that's not the entrepreneur, be the support. Whether, that doesn't mean just let them go blindly, but, be a part of the process, the thinking, the strategizing.
And then don't beat your spouse over the head. Did I beat you over the head? No. Like, even though I felt like in the beginning, like I said, gosh, that felt like disgusting that you would say that. I supported what you wanted to do. Mm-hmm. So you wanted to continue going back to school and getting certain things. And it was like,
going getting my degrees.
Yeah, exactly. I wasn't like, Tyler, you need to really be working for yourself.
Yeah.
You know? So
be a team.
Yeah, be a team.
Be a team. Because like I said, things that didn't go as planned, I won't call them failures, but things that didn't go as planned, we did it together. Mm-hmm. It wasn't, well, you do this and you do that. It was, we tried something.
Yes.
We tried something and it didn't work, but that's okay because we're going to learn from it.
Do we want to let people do?
I
don't know what that was.
But yeah, man. So just be good teammates.
Yes,
be good teammates.
That's right.
We even as we do this, we have to continue to be good teammates, or this won't work.
Because we try things even with his and her money that we're like, oh no, we don't need to keep doing that, right? Let's do this, or let's do that. So absolutely.
Yeah, man. So yeah, we wanted to share that with you guys. That today was the day that we decided to end it.
Yeah.
2 years ago on this day.
Haven't looked back.
I walked out of my 9 to 5 for Ty was already home. Ty was already working on the business. When?
What did you tell me that if you had to, for whatever reason, had to go back, what would you do?
I would never go back to anybody's 9 to 5.
Because at first you said you would always.
Right? I made me eat my words.
No, I'm just saying. I think it's a message in there.
Yeah.
First of all, y'all, he made that statement.
Yeah, I
made that statement. He made that statement. But you told me this maybe about last year sometime.
Yeah.
And you said it was such conviction.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So guys.
And why is that?
Because, and that's a whole nother lesson. But when you are exposed to things, like that's why sometimes you got to get into different circles because you don't know what you don't know. And so we know too much. We know that there's 100 1,000 different ways to make money online without going to go punch anybody's 9 to 5, because we've been exposed to it. We've seen it, and we know how to do it. There's a lot of things that are not his and her money things that are monetizable skills that we learned as a process, as a part of going through this process. So even if y'all just didn't like us and y'all canceled us for whatever reason, we're gonna be all right, because we know other ways to make money. They
can't cancel what God has already.
Go ahead, preach, preacher.
They can't. So it won't work.
God's hand is upon us.
It's so true.
But God's hand is upon us because we've been obedient.
Yep.
Not because we're special.
Yep.
Because we've been obedient.
Yep.
The Bible says that obedience is better than sacrifices. So just be obedient.
That's good.
All right. That's what we got, man. 2 years ago today.
It's been fun for 2 years.
We quit.
We're actually, I want to get you all's input. So for 2 years, we've both been working full time in this house. We also have our kids. They're doing remote learning. And my husband and I, we both share an office. This office that y'all see here, we both share an office. My desk is over here. His desk is here. And we're thinking about, well, not thinking, we are, he's going to be leaving me.
Wait a minute now. That's a tough statement. Now clean that up.
This is going to be my office.
I know, but you just left it right there. He's
going to be leaving me, you guys, like leaving my office space, and he's going to have his own office space. But you all like to see a tour of our work places and what gives us inspiration. It's going to look totally different than what you see here. I like watching videos and stuff like that. I love seeing how other people live because I get ideas. So let me know if that's something that you all would like to see. We'll do a video so you all can check out his office space and you all can check out her office space. Now, we're not going to let y'all vote on who looks better, right? But I think it'd be fun. And why are we doing that? Well, maybe that can come out in the video. Yeah, maybe it'll come out in the video.
If they want it. I don't know if they want it, so they got to vote.
Yeah, or throw some hearts on the screen. I see YouTube, do some thumbs up. Facebook, some hearts. Okay, Facebook, I see hearts. I guess I can't see the thumbs up on YouTube. Okay, they're saying yes, please do. Okay, we're gonna do it. Yes, we're gonna do it. So super excited about that. Super excited about that.
All right, guys. So we wanted to come on and share that with you as we reflected today. You know, we came to the realization that 2 years ago today was the day. And so we want to come and reflect.
Your boy Jacob on here. Talent on Office Space is a game changer. Well, I like to joke with him. I like to tell him every time I walk in the office, it seems like you walk out, but it has nothing to do with me. No. It has everything to do with like inspiration. Like sometimes I feel like
I just got to get out this room.
Yeah, you got to create a space, y'all. When I tell y'all, we've been having meetings.
Guys, we're here all the time in this room.
Time. That's
trying
why
to make stuff for y'all.
I'm like, should you be the one to stay in here and I leave out? Because I'm like, y'all, we have meetings. And then we have another meeting. And then we have another meeting. And then like you don't hear any complaints whatsoever. But everything happens in this room. And I think sometimes you need to create a space of inspiration, a place that you're inspired so it doesn't necessarily feel like work, I guess.
Yeah, man. So that's all we want to share, man. That's all we want to share, man. I see you, Jacob.
Yes.
Hey, Quan, what's going on?
Hey, power player.
Yeah, man. That's what we want to share with you guys. Yeah. So we hope that you guys got some value. If you got some value, can you put the thumbs up emoji? Wait, I'm out the camera. Can you put the thumbs up emoji in the comments if you got some value out of today's teaching?
Yes. Somebody asked about my locks, a video on my locks. Believe it or not, I did a video on my locks. So if you go to my YouTube channel, I share with you all everything that I do with my hair.
I had to edit that thing. It was long.
And I think
I went all the way in.
Maybe about a year ago, maybe. And some things have changed, but for the most part, it hasn't. All of that's still the same. So definitely check it out. Yeah. And if you all want us to walk on this journey with you guys, definitely make sure that you all sign up for our personal mentorship program. Go to powercouplesuniversity.com. We have power players over there that are legit changing their lives, their money, their relationships, business, you name it. We're talking about it over there because guess what? Sometimes you need to pay
pay attention.
Yeah. To pay attention. You need to pay for mentorship. Don't think that we didn't get here in this seat that we are in here today without
thousands
of dollars.
We paid thousands.
That's right. But our mentorship is not thousands, y'all. It's literally legit a meal out.
1 meal
a month. That's it. So if you can sacrifice a meal out 1 month, once a month, you can definitely be a part of this mentorship.
PowerCouplesUniversity.com.
All right. Well, happy anniversary.
Quit day.
Happy quit anniversary.
Yeah, man.
Yes, it's been great.
And to all the future quitters out there, we're cheering for you, man. Do the right thing, like the Bible talked about in that parable. It was not a parable. It was an actual event where Jesus fed 5,000 with 2 fish, 5 loaves of bread. He first told them to put things in order, bring the resources that they currently had to him. Then he blessed it. Guys. And I'll leave you with this last thing. The next chapter, guess what? 4,000 people need to be fed, and the disciples forgot because then once again, they were like, how are we going to do this? They forgot. It's easy to forget. Yeah. Don't forget to remember what the Lord has already done. I'm going to say that one more time. Don't forget to remember what the Lord has already done. All right, guys. We love you.
We love y'all.
Till next time.
Enjoy the rest. What y'all eating today? Sunday. What y'all eating? Let me see a little bit before.
I don't know how this happened.
Before we get off. What y'all eating today for Sunday? On Sunday. They saying happy quit anniversary. Thank y'all.
Thank you.
No, somebody said it's Power Couples University couples only. No, it's not. I know couples is in the name, but we also have some singles over there too. We have some single parents over there as well too.
It's some straight up singles.
Yeah, if you all enjoy the content that we teach you now, which is definitely like no gender specific per se or no relationship specific, we do have some things over there. Like we may bring in teachings.
A lot of people eating chicken
for marriage, but no.
Everybody's welcome.
Fried chicken, mashed potatoes, chicken and veggies, smoked pork shoulder, leftovers from turkey taco night. I love it. Lamb chops, spaghetti, homemade chicken pot pie, chipotle, nice. Teriyaki chicken. All right, y'all eating good. Grilled barbecue chicken burgers. Ooh, y'all eating real good. Grilled cheese sauce. Hey, I love it. All right, y'all. Well, we love y'all. We hope that this video blessed you. If you're watching the replay, when you watch this, hit replay or type replay in the comment section. We love to see replay viewers as well, too.
All right, guys.
Love y'all.
Peace.
Bye.